Hi campers, I'm Scott and welcome to day one of track and field. Our focus today is on speed and acceleration, and our original plan was to be outside, but we have a lot of thunderstorms going on and that's forced us into a high school gym. We don't have as much space inside as we would have had outside. So hopefully you'll have some more space, possibly in your front yard or at a park or someplace where you can work on a lot of drills we're going to show you that are helpful for any sport where you need to try to run fast. That includes, of course, track and field, but it could also be soccer, lacrosse, football, it goes on and on. So these will all help you with great sprint mechanics. All right, helping us off, on your left you see Tyler. Tyler went to Eastern Michigan, that's why you see the E on his shirt. So he was a MAC champion, the Mid-American Conference champion in the 4x100, 4x400, 400, and the long jump. Over to your right, you see Ricky. I teach and coach at Huntington North High School. Ricky graduated from here a couple years ago, and he's our school record holder in the long jump. And they're helping us with a lot of our drills. Thanks. Okay, first thing we're going to do, our high knees forward. We're going to do it walking. Tyler is going to go first and show you how we want it done. Notice he's got toes up, foots up, knees up. See, he's not landing heel toe, trying to get that foot right back underneath him. He's staying really tall. Everything is as vertical as can be. But again, toes up, foots up, knees up. Next, let's watch Ricky not doing it well. So he's got not really bringing his knees up. See how his toes are pointing down? That is not what we want. We want to have our toes up. It's called dorsiflex. You want your toes up, head's kind of down. So that's not what we want. Make sure you have the head up, toes up, foots up, and knees up. Okay, now let's do it together with Tyler and Ricky. Once again, you see they're tall, toes up, foots up, knees up. All right. Now we're going to jog with high knees. Ricky's going to show us the correct way to do it. Everything we just did, he's going to do again. But jog with high knees. On the balls of the seat, trying to get his toes up, foots up, knees up, staying tall. That's a good way. This would be bad. Here's Tyler showing you some bad form. Leaning way back like he's trying to be a drum major. The toes are down. Not doing a good job with the arms. We don't want to look like that. So now let's join Ricky and Tyler coming back. And we'll do high knees jogging. Forward. Again, you're staying tall. Everything is up. Toes up, foots up, knees up. Chest is up, head's up. Next, we're going to do this jogging backwards. Same thing. Toes up, foots up, knees up. Tyler's going to show it to us. So we're going backwards now, staying on the balls of your feet. And he's staying tall. Toes up, foots up, knees up. Really trying to keep his toes up. And he knows those knees are coming up parallel to the ground. This is how it would not look. Ricky will show us how we don't want it to look. Not really getting the knees up. Toes are pointing down every time. That's not what we want. Okay, so now we're going to all do it together along with Tyler and Ricky. Here we go, backwards with high knees. And toes up, foots up, knees up, and everybody's tall. All right, we'll get some karaoke action now. Go face the camera. So we're not worried about getting your leg over. We're about driving it up. Again, toes up, foots up, knees up. There we go, yep. Notice that Tyler's not whipping his leg way over. We're driving it up. Toes up, foots up, knees up. Here's Ricky. Just kind of, we're a lot more worried about over and twisting, which you may have other sports where that's what they want. For instance, you may have a football coach that wants that, but we want what you just saw Tyler did. So they're going to bring it on back doing it correctly. You're going to need to do it down and back. So they're going to go down and come back. Here we go, correctly. Here we go. And now they'll go back. All right. There's a couple of ways we can do butt kicks. We're going to do butt kicks right now with our knee in front. So it looks like normal running form. We're not going to flip our heel up to our butt. But we're going to get our heel to our butt. So Ricky's going to show it to us. He's going to run with his, it looks like normal running form, but he's really going to emphasize getting his heel to his butt. Yep. Again, try to keep toes up, foots up, knees up, and the heel comes to the butt. So we're not flipping it up. Here's Tyler, and he's giving us the flippers, which we can do that to get some flexion, but we never run like that. So we're not going to practice that today. So let's do butt kicks with a knee in front. Go ahead and do it with Tyler and Ricky. Next is up, down, out, down. It can be difficult. We're going to start trying to do it in. We're going up, down, out, down. Let's look how it looks in place with Tyler. Up, down, out, down, up, down, out, down. Yep. Just do the best you can.
Yep. There you go. Yep. Hey.
Here's Tyler going up, down, out, down. Getting a lot of good hip action. Next, we're going to go backwards, getting our heel to our butt. Heel comes to the butt, extends up and out. Yep. So Tyler's showing it to you. Yep. Is that right? Yep. If you want to take it up a little higher, you can. Yep, you got the idea. And you want to show us some bad stuff? So here's some bad stuff from Ricky. Not really getting his heel to his butt, he's just taking it back. So bring the heel up to the butt and then extend it up and out. Here we go. Let's all do it together.
Oh, I felt it there.
Next, we're going to skip for height. So we're not worried about going far right now. We're going to skip for height. You can use a single leg or a single arm or a double arm. Skip for height. I think everybody knows how to skip, I hope. So skip for height. Ricky will show us what we're looking for. Yep. Yep, driving it up. You want to see another good one? Here's Tyler showing us a good way to do it. Oh. If you got a hoop at home, see if you can get it. All right, let's all do it together now. We're going to go skip for height. So now we're going to do leg swings. Right now they're facing the bleachers or facing the wall, and you can notice when you watch Ricky and Tyler do this, you can get that leg to cross probably as high as when you go across your body as when you go away from your body. Don't make excuses when you go across. They're going to do 10. Here you go. So you do 10 also as you see what they're doing. Notice how Ricky and Tyler don't make any excuses when they cross. Now be smart. Don't rip your leg off. But you can probably go a little further when you go across than you think. So they're going 10 reps on one leg, then they'll do 10 on the other leg. And you can do the same thing. You can pause the video if you need to. Then next they're going to go sideways, laterally to the bleachers. And remember, you can bend the leg and back. Don't feel like you have to have a straight leg. It's all about range of motion. So it's easy to see it in the front, but make sure you're working in the back as well. So here you go. Tyler and Ricky will show you that. Yeah, notice how they're really working in the back as well. Okay, now we're going to check out some sprint drills. We all on the track end up sprinting at some point. Anything with an 800 on down is definitely sprint-like, and yes, I said 800. Also, distance kids, you come down to a sprint at the end very often. So we're going to work on some form here. First, with A drills is what we call them. We want to emphasize having our toe up, foot up, and knee up. So you see Tyler has got that. The knee is up parallel, the toe is up, pointing up, and it's not pointing down. Notice that his body, his eyes, and chest are also up. Everything is up, and that's what we want. So I'm going to have Ricky and Tyler, they're going to pick up one foot at a time, and I'm just going to hold it until I tell them to switch. Then they'll just put that foot down and pick the other one up. My bad, I fell out of the camera, didn't I? They'll switch and then pick the other one up. Don't worry if you get a little off balance. It's okay. Just do the best you can, all right? Okay, so go ahead and pick one foot up. Hold it. Toes up, foot's up, knees up. Now put it down and switch to the other foot. Check toes up, foot's up, knees up. Switch to the other foot. Campers, you do this as well. You got the idea of what we're doing. Switch to the other foot. You have someone there to watch you. Have them watch, make sure the toes up, foot's up, knees up. We'll do it a couple more times. So switch. And switch one more time. So everything is up. Toes up, foot's up, and knees up. All right. Now we'll make the switches go a little quicker. And when we do this now, so now when you see, so if Tyler has his foot up, when it comes time to switch, he's not just going to drop it, he's going to force it with a little more pop into the ground to pop the other foot up. So when he doesn't switch, because we want to generate force into the track, or wherever it is you're standing right now, okay? So that's what you'll see Ricky and Tyler do on the switch. So go ahead and pick one foot up. Switch. 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 And relax. All right. So hopefully you're able to feel that. If you need to pause the video now and try that yourself, go ahead. All right. Now I'm going to accelerate those switches, and they're going to get to a point where it's almost like they're running in place. All right. Pick one foot up. Switch. 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 All right. So you try that yourself. You might need to rewind it to where I was doing all those switch calls so you can have someone say that for you. Or if you have somebody there with you, have them do it. Now we're going to do some marching with this same action. We're not going to go very far. You're going to try to get those feet right back underneath your hips. So now they're going to march. They're not going to go very far. The feet will go right back underneath the hips. So check it out. They're moving forward, but they're not going very far. Because you want to get those feet right back underneath the hips. All right, that's good. Not much territory covered. Now you pause the video and try that yourself. Now they're going to do it a little faster. Go ahead. All right. Now you try to do it a little faster. Pause the video and try to do it a little faster yourself. And now they're going to skip. So what you might want to watch closely how this is done at first. They're going to skip while they do it, and yet the foot's going to go right back underneath the hips. You try that. You might have noticed when Tyler and Ricky did it, they were able to generate a lot more force into the ground. See if you notice that too yourself. We're going to determine your quick foot and your power foot. So imagine if I was rolling a ball at you and you were running up to it, what foot you would kick it with. If it was me, which I am, I would probably kick it with my right foot. That's my quick foot. So that foot's going to go in back. And my power foot's going to be on the left foot. It's in front. So again, figure out what foot you would kick a ball with, and that's your quick foot. Pause the video and figure that out. Now that you've got that figured out, that's going to help us know what foot is going to go in the back for a three-point stance. It's going to lead us to just practice accelerating and driving into sprint mechanics. So Tyler knows what foot is his quick foot and what foot is his power foot. He's going to get into a three-point stance. So you notice that his front foot is his left foot, the hand he has on the ground is his right hand, and then his left hand is in the back. He is going to, let me get this out of his way. So he's going to really drive those arms, get a nice split with his arms, and push off with both feet. You'll see him jump with both feet, and then he's going to accelerate into a nice sprint. Thanks for being part of the Day 1 track and field video. Tomorrow on Day 2, one of the things we'll look at is just some basics of shot put. You don't need to actually have shot put, but see if you can find a baseball, a softball, or wrap up a bunch of tape into a ball, some kind of thing that you can have as a sphere that you'll be able to throw on Day 2.